and welcome back to PK November. It is the 19th day of PK November. I hope you're doing well. My name is Sam, also known as Kittingupkitten, and I am working on my stained glass hobbit story. This is a pattern that I got from Etsy. So let's come out of there. I'm going to go back into my chart. I'm going to pick up where I was working from last time, which is here. So I'm working on a 3x3 section, which is here, purposely because the cover papers fit perfectly. I am using DIY DP cover papers for this. These are available on Penni at Kalbs Sparkles Etsy store. There is a link in the description box. I am also using my limited edition Lavender for Lisa tray. It is a purple month this month, and I'm going to crack straight on. Now I am also using one of my poly pens. I did manage to get some made yesterday, and the problem is that they do take a little while to dry out, and I can only make 6 at a time because that's all I've got the stand for. So providing Penny doesn't get into them all soon, all first, right, so those two go in there. I will have a few to make up. Now Penny is going to organise getting me a couple more stands so that I can make more, because I'm in the mood now, but I can't make any more because I haven't got anywhere to put them while they're drying. If you don't put them by the tips, then they flatten out. So I have got a handful, literally a handful of pens to go on at some point. How are you all doing? How are you getting on? If you are participating in this event, maybe you're a bit cross with yourself because you haven't done as much as you wanted to. That's me, by the way. At the minute I'm trying to find, right, so that one's there, that one's there. I'm going to use my finger to point to here. So in my poly pen I have a single placer and a 6 placer. Not that I get much chance to do. Right, so I'm trying to find, right, so those are done. Are those done? We're in this section now, so we should be down here. I've put them in the wrong place, haven't I? Oh, we're off to a good start. Like, I'd like to say that I run this event to show you guys how it's done, but in reality I'm just effing it up. Right, so we've got 2 here. As I've said in previous videos, you will notice mistakes. Don't think that you're not doing well if you're making mistakes, because I can tell you we all do it, especially on a conversion. But the chart will show you when you add other colours in where you have gone wrong. So do not panic, you will pick it up later. So we've got one there, so I'm just not placing very neatly as well. In my pens I do have double-sided tape. It is most definitely my favourite medium to use because it's all-rounder. I can use it in both my single placer and my multi-placer, and I can use it for normal drills, ABs, etc. So for me, that's my good all-rounder. Do so many things with double-sided tape. They're also quite handy with the poly pens, because sometimes when I do the poly pens, they're not the easiest thing to make, and sometimes you will end up with the majority of your pen outer slipping away so that the inner comes out, because all of these pens are made with the cheap plastic pens you get in normal kits. Please note, I have got plenty. Please don't send me any more at the minute. I have got hundreds, as was detailed today when I was speaking to the lovely Penny at Kalbs Sparkles, and she's having a bit of a sort out today, and because she was having a bit of sort out, I then started sorting out stuff. So I've actually done a little bit of a craft room rejig and to sort out what kits I've got kitted up, what storage I'm using, etc. So I did end up finding a load more pens that I have been sent. I have got hundreds. Needless to say, I needed to take a break from the sorting out to do this video. So I thought I'd better get it done. Dogs are barking because my husband's just come back. Right, I've missed a dark one there as well, so I need to have another drill in there at some point. I will pick up on that later and fill it in with a dark one. So I have had a sort out. Thought I would come on and do the video today. Of course, tomorrow is the update video, so if you haven't done already, please do head over to Penni Kalbs Sparkles on Facebook, where there is an official post where you can put your update stats. I don't need pictures this time, however, please do post your progress pictures up on the group, because we do like to see them and we do like to support each other. Get that all out there. In the background you will be able to hear the printers. Hubby is printing off something for a friend at work, and I am frantically printing purple trays, obviously the limited edition colour. Excited for next year, because I think next year we will be in a position to offer more varying colours. Not every month, but you know, we'll be able to do a limited edition colour a little bit more often, which will be fabulous. Getting the space organised goes a long way to doing that. So what I'm doing at the minute, I'm looking for symbols which I haven't got masses of, because if I can get those little bits done, then the filling in is a lot easier. I like to end with lots of a colour that I can just colour block, because I do like to colour block. Please do not be put off by how untidy my square drills are. They will tighten up when you fill in the other colours, they always do, so I don't sweat it at this stage. That's them two. Yesterday I did say I was going to try and get a load done, but as is always with life, ended up doing other stuff instead. I mean, I got the pens done, I got the video done, so that's the main thing. Just trying to like have a bit of a sort out really, and just get stuff tidied. I ended up moving all of my kitted up storage onto the top of my dresser, because I just like to see it all sitting there. Plus it stops me kitting too much up. If I can see that I've already got 8 kitted up, 10 kitted up, then it stops me kitting up more. Just need 2 of this symbol. Where's my pen? So we need 1 down there, just there, and 1 in there. So that's them 2. I was sort of saying to Penny on the phone as well, you know, when people have dedicated craft spaces like I do, admittedly I do share my space. So this is my craft room, it is also my office, it's where I do the orders, it is also the room where the drum kit is. We've got that in here as well, and especially at the minute my daughter's learning to play the drums. So that can get quite noisy. But I was sort of saying how people assume when you've got a craft space that, you know, you set it up and you sort it and that's it. It's not. It is a constantly evolving space, because as you're using stuff or not using stuff, what you need to hand varies. It changes. So, you know, I need to have my spare drills to hand because I'm working on this, but I also need to have my packing stuff to hand because I've got orders to do. It's constantly evolving, and I have had all of my kitted up stuff, all of my storage in the cupboard, And I've had stuff out that I don't use very often, like my resin stuff, you know, that can go in the cupboard. I don't use it very much. So, yeah, it's a case of every now and again you go through and you have a sort out and you chuck a load of stuff out. I'm a nightmare for keeping stuff because I think, oh, that'll come in handy. Boxes especially. I'm terrible for keeping boxes for things. Do I really need it? No, I don't. Let's just bin it. Let's get rid. Well, it's nice getting this green in here. It's a beautiful colour. Let's get that in, and that one there. Now I'm not able to multi-place these quite as well because I do have a mix of colours in here, and I don't want to get mixed colours all in the same bit, so I'm just going to place them a little bit more carefully. Right, I only need another 3. So that's those 3 there, and then I need another 3 underneath it on the last one there. But yeah, I thought I'll sit down, do a bit of this while I'm in a break. Hubby's just come back from getting his hair cut, I believe. But the main focus at the minute is obviously trays. Trays, and trays. Pretty much all I'm doing. So I've got 1, 2, and then a 3rd there, and then we've got a single. Yep. So let's mark those off. And then we've got a single one there. I am loving having these brighter colours in. Have you seen Penni's shop launch from yesterday? Oh my god, are those place markers just the cutest? Definitely need me one of those. Okay, let's put that in there. So with the poly pens, they take around a week to dry enough to package them up. They do take a while to set. They are air dry. What I love about them is how squishy they are, and I've purposefully on this round I've only done the shorter ones because predominantly I like them for the fact that they do help if you've got arthritis, because they stay squishy, which is lovely. I've tried a more accentuated shape this time, so these are bigger so that they cushion around your fingers. And I am just going to do the shorter ones. The longer skinny ones are more just for a pretty pen, whereas the shorter squishier ones are definitely better if you have problems with your hands, which I do, as you all know. Right, let's get rid of that colour, 701. We literally need to. So I'm knocking out a couple so that I can get 2 that are the same shade, because I do have mixed shades. 1 and 2 done. Right, so let's do, what else have we got here? This one. Literally got one of those, so I won't bother using the tray. I will just pop dip for that. You may notice that my papers are curling up a bit. I need to say this is because I left my canvas in my sunroom. It's quite damp, and it's made my papers curl. They will flatten back out again. I've got them under stuff, so please don't let that put you off. They are fabulous cover papers, and she's just launched more, especially personalised ones. So yeah, head on over. Link is in the description box, like I said. I haven't got too much on my Etsy at the minute, which is why I'm trying to get some pens up. My focus pretty much will be trays, obviously, but then pens as well. Right, how many of those we've got? 904. Let's get those. So tomorrow is the update day. So tune in for that video, and then it will be the lovely Kristyn, Craftyish Kristyn, who will be doing the video on Tuesday. She's doing a fabulous job, and I know she has done some extra ones as well. Also a shout out to Katia, who is doing pretty much daily videos, I think. I have taken the step of saving their videos in the hashtag DIY DP November 23 playlist on my YouTube, so that if you are wanting more than one video, then you can find extras there. Keep forgetting on this first row that I can't block this out. Normally I have it set up so you can only see the 9 squares. Oh, I've got 2 down there I haven't done either. So let's get those in. So there's 1 in there and 1 in there. Excellent. Right, next colour. What have we got? Right, we haven't got too many of the S's, so let's get the S's. I think this one we've got a fair few of. I'm just trying to pick out the smaller amounts, because if I get those done, let's do that, 414, then I can fill in with multi-placing, and like the S's and the upside down triangle and everything are actually quite blocky, so by doing the little bits first just makes it easier to find where you are. So what's that, 414, which is grey. Did have a prize winner for the other night. I am sending out the last 2 weeks prizes on Monday, which I'm quite pleased I did, because the same person won the second week as won on the first. There is a new competition up. You do need to watch yesterday's video for that. Now I will give you all a little hint, because I have had entries in. What I did was I chose 3 images that not only looked pretty, so you need to find the 3 images in order, but would also spell something out if you get them in the right order. Now on the last one, a lot of people have just said what the image is of, when in actual fact what you need to be looking at, what is that particular image made of. There will be a bonus prize on the live. Oh, my tape's got too sticky. Let's deaden that off a bit. It will become clear when we do the live, but just a hint. Yes, I know it is A, but what is the thing made of? There is an extra prize available if anybody gets it. That's all I'm going to say. So today's video purely is just about me working on this and getting somewhere near. I mean, I'm not being funny, I started this section on yesterday's video, and this is as much as I've got done. It is what it is. Okay, that's that colour done. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just looking at the symbols that I don't have many of, because it's easier just to get them cleared, leaving the way open. So if I look, I have got this little one here, literally 1 3 10, just one. Of course I pull out 40 million, so that one goes in there. Okay, that's that one. Of course I do have a lot of 310, so I don't have to worry too much about that colour. And then what have we got? Let's have a look. So we've got this symbol, which we've only got a couple of, 433. Just find getting these bits done first just speeds it up somewhat. So we've got one in there, like so, and we've got one in there. Is that done? Right, next. Only 2 of those. So we've got 6, 3, 2. So I'm now on my second row on this particular canvas. Obviously, I've only done half of the first row because I'm doing it on separate canvases. So yeah, nowhere near as much as I wanted to get done. Okay, so let's get that one in and that one in, and that's that colour done. Really enjoying doing this one because I've got lots of different colours. You know, I've not got the same colour tone that I had in my last canvas. So let's go for this plus sign because there aren't many of those. 797. Yummy. One of my favourite colours. I'm picking out the darker ones because I do have a mix. So we have got, oh, that one there, and then we've got another one there. Just having these little pops of colour, because obviously the last one I did was very earthy tones. I had some lovely bright greens, but I had a lot of earthy tones. That's not right, is it? No. So we want 2, 1 there. Right, that's in the wrong place. So let's move that up. And then that one is there. See, very easy to make mistakes. Very easy. Then we've got one in there. And then we've got one. Does not want to let go. So just by dabbing my double-sided tape on my top, I can take some of that sticky away because it's not released in the drill, because the tape in my pen is stickier than the glue on my canvas. So by just dabbing it on your clothing or your skin, or you know, sometimes even on your cover papers if you've had them down for a while, that will work. It just stops it being quite so sticky. And then one more underneath there. See what I mean? It's just grabbing it a little bit too much, so it might take you, this is the worst thing about double-sided tape. Putty, at least when you put putty in, you can use it straight away, but I don't like using putty with ABs, unfortunately. Whereas even a sticky double-sided tape, I've never taken the coating off an AB so far. I guess we're all different. We all like, you know, different things. So 905, another beautiful green. If I have 2 colour mixes, what I do, as I do in this tray, I look at the colour we've got up here. So I'm going for the darker one. If I have a very small amount of one colour and the majority of the other, I will go for the one I've got the most of. Hope that makes sense. You can of course avoid this situation by not keeping different shades in your pot. Doesn't really bother me. I've done one now and I know that it doesn't, right, it doesn't make too much of a difference. So that is that one there, and then we've got that one there. So I've got that one is missing a stone, so I need to find a brown for that, so I will do that in a second. I can go back, so I've got one there. Oh, it really is gripping my drills today. Okay. But I do love it. I love watching these come together. It is just such a fascinating thing to do. Right, I'm going to put that in there. I know it's the wrong colour, but do you know what? It's filled in. I don't care. So that one's there. And then we want another one in there. Love it. This is the whole reason I have never bought a mystery diamond painting, because I just feel that's what you get when you do something like this. How many of these? Oh, we've got hardly any of those. Let's put those in because they're 996 and it's such a pretty colour. So tomorrow I will be doing orders, prizes, and obviously the update video because I'm off work. I then intend to spend a little bit of time diamond painting tomorrow because I need to get some more of this done. You know, I'm not going to get anywhere near what I need if I don't hurry up. I don't want to be working on one canvas for more than a year. That's the way that I am working it. But if I don't hurry up, I maybe will be taking a couple. And I've got other patterns I want to do. So once I finish the event, this canvas will hang up at the back of me, and I will try and get it down at least once a week, just to get some work done on it, because it's very easy to put it to one side and forget. Right, I'm going to go get myself a drink. I shall be back in a moment. Okay, that's better. Needed to make a fresh cup of coffee. Okay, so what's our next colour that we've got? I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to get the ones that I haven't got masses of. 972, beautiful, beautiful orange. Again, I've got a mix of colours, so I'm going to go for this darker one in there, like so, and then in there, I do wish sometimes I had a little bit more time to make stuff for the shop, but it is, you know, I do have a job, so I have to kind of remember that I don't have as much time as I'd feasibly need, and I would love to make this a full-time occupation, but right now we're not there. We're not there. But definitely enjoying the brighter colours that I'm getting in this conversion, because it's a lot brighter tones than I had in my last one. So that's that done. Let's find the next colour. So I've got a few of these, so let's get those. 3024. It is really starting to come together. Also want to do a big shout out for Penni's group on Facebook as well. We've got a very, very nice little group, and it's lovely because it is Penni's group. I am on there as a honoured guest, but we don't maintain it too much, to be honest. People just chat amongst themselves, share funny memes, that sort of thing. It is just so lovely to see. So if you haven't already gone over and had a look, please do, especially if you do enjoy doing the conversions, because obviously that is the Facebook home of DIY DP. And the only reason I don't have my own Facebook group is A, me and Penni share many subscribers, so it would be pointless. And two, I don't have the time. Already got my hands full. And at the minute, you know, trade production is ongoing, because we had a fair few problems with both machines at one point or another in the last couple of months. They are now both working well, but I've got my hands full, to be perfectly blunt. So got lots of those, lots of those. I haven't got too many of this U symbol, so let's get those, which is 823. Some of those darker colours coming in. Have to say, I think this lavender for Lisa tray is one of my favourite colours, and I did see that Lisa had commented purple is the colour of the particular cancer that she has. We have done everything purple for this DIY DP in her honour. This will be forever known as lavender for Lisa, and it's a tiny little thing that I can do for her, and she loves her, so I was really pleased to hear that she loved it. Thank you so much, Lisa. Had to be, if I was going to do a purple, it had to be for you. So that's why. Now don't forget, I have also said in previous ones, I am so close to that magic 1,000 subscribers. It's took me a while, I'm not gonna lie, but I get why. I am, you know, I am one of those people, I'm not to everybody's taste, put it that way, and I'm aware of that, and I'm fine with that. But yes, I literally need 25 more subscribers. So what I said was, when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I am going to do a post. I'm going to do a little competition, and I'm going to give one of you guys the opportunity to choose a limited edition colour. Yes. So there will be a massive draw type thing. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet, but there will be a draw, and the winner will have the opportunity. I have gone very wrong somewhere. That one's too far up. Let's move those down. There we go, better. Yeah, the winner will have the opportunity to choose a colour filament of their choice to make them a set of trays. There will be a standard and a mini. How exciting will that be? And as I said yesterday, we are kind of looking at, because this time of year you get all these great deals on Amazon and stuff, we are maybe looking at getting a third machine, which would make doing limited edition colours a lot easier. Right, I'm going to see what this one is, because I've just got one of these on its own. So 739. Yeah, that would be fabulous to have a colour, you know, specifically for. Now what it will mean is I do like particular brands of filament, so it would mean, of course, that I would post up the available colours, but the winner would get to choose which one, which I think is a fabulous idea. Always looking for new things to 747, new shades to launch, you know. So let's get those on. The particular company that I used for this lavender colour and for the limited edition pink that I did previously, their filament is very, very good, and they do have some beautiful, lovely colours. Right, let's do that and cross those off, because that's what I was trying to do. And we are gradually winning out those small amounts to leave us with the larger ones, which of course will speed it up somewhat because I can colour block. Right, what's this one? That is 814. We just need one. So frustrating, especially when you can see that there's some of them in the next section, but I don't like free ranging, so I choose to ignore it. That's that one. And then I think I've got a couple of those, which are 809, which is the colour right next to it. Again, I only need two. That'll do nicely, thank you very much. Sometimes my tapping out skills are phenomenal. Other times, yeah, they just all pour out. But just by focusing on this bottom corner. Okay, can I see any other symbols? Yeah, we've got the square up here. What are these? So let's get those. 7, 8, 3. So we just need 4. Yeah, see what I mean? Definitely more than the 4 I needed on that one. So that's those 2. And then we've got 1 in there. And we have got 1 up there. Right, I think we are now left with, oh hang on, yeah, we're now left with the larger amount. So I'm going to go for this one first, because there is just this band across this corner. And put them back. So yeah, not a massively interesting whip today, really. Not much going on. 9, 4, 3. Well, apart from Penny calling me names on her last video, because on her launch video, and it's all because I was making the pens and she was going to want a yellow one, and I'm like, Penny, let me make some pens for the shop. No, I want a yellow one. So she'll tell you that I shouted at her. Kind of did. She's a pain in the arse. And I've given up now, because she's literally just said, I'm just going to wait. What if I go on and I just buy them all as soon as they come up? I went, then that's fine. But at least other people will have had the opportunity to at least look at them for 5 minutes before you take them all. I will give her due though. She is going to try and get me a couple more of those particular pen stands, because if I split them apart and make them the right width for the pens, they are perfect for drying the pens on. I literally make all the pens with single tips in, so that I can use the tip to suspend it, because if you put that clay down on a flat surface, it will go flat, which is great if you don't want your pen to roll away, but not so great when you're holding it. And you know, I do these pens because they are so nice if you have issues with your hands or your fingers, because they are very soft to use. Both me and Penny have said we don't really use anything else. I love mine, which also means that I have a bunch of pens that I will be getting rid of. I'm going to slip them in the goodie boxes for the prizes for this month. Come on, behave. Thank you. That's that done. Right, so let's go back over here, because I've got quite large amounts of the other colours. I'm going to go over here and pick this one, which is 3045. What a beautiful colour this 943 is though. And that's what I'm enjoying. It's these little pops of bright colours that are really keeping me interested. I will also say that currently the snug is the warmest room in this house. It kind of is. I kind of like it. 3045 is of course a biscuit colour. Okay, so this now means that I know that pretty much all of this here, and that one, and that one, and that one is this colour, so I can just fill in 2 and 2, and then those, and then a single one. And I think the reason I like the short squishy pens more is because I do twizzle around. I'm not one of those people that will automatically go to place one drill with a multi-placer. If I've got one drill to place, I will usually swizzle the pen round, and having the shorter shaft, I know someone's going to pick up on that word, having the shorter shaft means that it's very easy to twizzle round. I know a lot of you will just use your multi-placers, I get that, But for me, and this is the thing about when you do make things for diamond painting, 9 times out of 10 we make something the way that we like to use it, and of course not all of us like the same things. So I know not everybody will like the squishy pen, but I really do, and they don't make my fingers ache. So that's that one done. So I'm just working through each section and just filling that colour in as I go. I apologise for the interruption. It was my husband. He was coming in to check the item on the printer that he's printing for his friend, I think. We keep getting extra printers because he wants to print stuff as well, and every time we get another printer I end up commandeering it for trays. So bless him. I wasn't going to say he's using the printer that I was using to do the normal colour trays, so I kind of said, yeah, as long as you don't take my purple one, because I need as many of those trays making as possible for the next few days. That's them done, thank you. And now we're coming down into this one, 2, 2, 1, 1. So we're just here. I'm just going to use my finger, because again, as you start getting your colours in, the more you fill up, the harder it is to see where you need to go. So I just use my finger to hold it so I can get them in. And then we've got this one here, so might as well do those two at the same time. And then we've got this one and then that one. So I know my finger's in the way, I'm so sorry, but you know, this is what I need to do to get this done. Right, so we now have, we've got one in there, so that one's done. And then we've got these in here. So let's do that. So I literally thought I could come on and finish this section on the video. I might as well do the whole section, because like I said, I'm down to the last handful of colours. Really don't want to let go of that, do you? Thank you. And dab it on my t-shirt a little bit. So that's that one, and then we've just got one in here. Is that colour done? Right, so I'm just having a look to see what colours I've got the most of. So this is the next least colour, I think, which is the lovely ecru. Now I haven't used ecru. I substituted it for another colour. I can't tell you off the top of the head what I substituted it for, because I didn't have any ecru, so I found a different cream colour that I wasn't already using. And sometimes when you're doing conversions you may need to find numbers like that. So for instance, on Heaven and Earth you very often will get numbers that are under 150, which of course, because most diamond painting companies no longer use those numbers, so you may find that you've got to find substitutes. In this instance I just decided that I would find, I knew it was a dark cream colour, so I just found another colour that I had plenty of spares of, and I just substituted it. Right, like that. This is what I mean, even if I'm only multi-placing 2 or 3 at a time, that speeds it up no end. This is my first time working with this amount of creams and light greys and stuff though, so I am finding that a little bit difficult because it's quite hard to see them when you're laying them out. So now we've got a massive amount all across there to that side, so let's get those in, and one more. That's all them done. Got one over the top there, And then we've got a one, and then one there, so that's those done. So yeah, I'm definitely doing less than I did in May, but I think in May the benefit was that I was away in the caravan, so I had more time anyway. I'm not sweating it, I'm not putting pressure on myself, because I want this to be enjoyable, and I know that once I get to the point where I'm starting to finish it, I will speed up, and you know, like Christmas, I'll probably get more done at Christmas, because I'm actually off for 10 days this Christmas, which is phenomenal. I've worked the last 3 Christmases, so to have 10 days off is amazing. So I will have some diamond painting time, which will be phenomenal. Right, F, S, or that, I think it's that. So let's do that one. 938. I'll swig of my coffee. The Crafty Diamond. Anyone who watched yesterday's video will know that I forgot that lovely lady's name on YouTube, and literally it's just come to me. So if you are looking for other videos that come into the DIY DP November 23 sphere, Crafty Diamond is one of them. 903, the lovely Debbie. 938, where are you? There you go. Yeah, so here is a list of the people that are doing videos for this event. So of course there's me, because that would be a bit silly if I wasn't doing them for myself. So there is me. There is also the lovely Penni at Kalbs Sparkles. Again, she is doing videos on a Wednesday and a Thursday. There is the lovely Craftyish Kristyn, who is doing videos on a Tuesday. And then we have the added bonus of 2 lovely ladies who are doing videos off their own back, because they are on YouTube themselves. So we have Carpe Diem does diamond painting, the very amusing, very funny Katia. She's doing almost daily videos at the moment. And then the Crafty Diamond, which is Debbie. So as I have said before, if you go onto YouTube and you search for the hashtag DIY DP November 23, you will find all the videos that have been done by those people. So a big thank you to Debbie and to Katia for including the hashtag on your videos. It is very much appreciated. You can find videos that way. You can also go onto my playlist, which is called DIY DP November 23, because I have saved as many of these videos as I can find all in one place. Because, you know, if you're on it this month and you're trying to get as much done as possible, maybe you only need to do another 20%, say, and you're finished. You might want more than one video. Right, so I've gone horribly wrong somewhere. That should be over here. That should be if you are wondering. Right, so that one's there, that one's done. So that one must be there. Oh my god, have I gone this wrong? Like I said, it will show up when you put colours in, so I'm going to fill that one in. That should be, come on, that. And then there should be one there. Like I said, it will show up when you make a mistake. You will, even if you don't spot it at the time, you will spot it later on because the patterns just will not match. And a lot of the time it is a case of, now you could be really good. You could go and switch on Pattern Keeper anyway. You could go on and switch back to seeing the symbols through the colours and you'd be able to tell exactly what that symbol was. Me personally, nah, just whatever I've got in my tray. As long as it vaguely matches, it will do. Because that's the way I run my life. Do you know what I mean? I'm very much, it's good enough. At the end of the day, the only person that this is going to affect is me. You know? I'm not giving this away to anybody. It's not hanging up in anyone else's home. It's only me. So if I choose to be lazy... Oh, and there's one down there as well. Nearly missed that one. Thank you. All of them? Yes. Right. So we have got S, we have got F, and we have got that triangle and that symbol. So I'm going to go for the S's first and fill those in. Still got static in the tray from yesterday. You can of course get static out of your tray by using a dryer sheet. Wipe out the inside of your tray. Also, I do suggest occasionally that you take your tray and give them a clean. So what I do is I put them in warm, not hot soapy water, warm soapy water, give them a good clean and then leave them to air dry. But you need to leave them at least overnight because any moisture in that tray will clump your drills up if you use it too soon. So of course, perfect excuse to have more than one tray, is it not? You need to have at least two, so you've got one that you can use and one to wash. I will tell you that I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 standard trays and I have the matching mini trays. I very, very rarely use the mini. I have to say I am much more of a standard tray user for everything. I just automatically go for that bigger size. But it's a good all-round size. If you love confetti, then the mini tray is for you because you can use a multi-placer in a mini tray, but not a massive one. You know, you'd get very sick very soon of filling up with drills in a mini. So that will give you an understanding. If you are a single placer or you do lots of confetti, if confetti pictures are your thing, then the mini tray is perfect for that. But if you're a multi-placer like me, then it is the standard all the way, without a shadow of a doubt. Right, I'm just going to pop that one in because it didn't lay flat. Done that one. Oh, won't mark off. Nails are too long. Somebody did say, love your nails. Thank you very much. I did go for a very... They actually kind of almost match my tray. See what I mean? They got like a purple grey tone. I did leave them quite plain and simple for Dad's funeral. On there, on there, and then we want a 3 in. Oh, still only picked up 2, a 3 and a single. Where did that go? I've dropped one somewhere. I shall find it in a bit, no doubt. Right, and that one's done. Okay, so that's done, and then we want 1, 2, and 2. You will notice that I do try and not count on these videos, because I'm very aware that you may be sitting there working on your conversion as well, and the last thing you want, there's that drill, the last thing you want is somebody else counting along while you're trying to count. So I do try not to, but sometimes it's just hard. Sometimes you need to have a count. Right, that one there. So I'm just trying to fill in all of the ones in this block at the minute, because that's that done, which means I'm now in this block. So we've got that one and that one and 3, and it may feasibly be that my tape needs changing in my pen, because I have had this in for a bit. 2 in there, oh. And then we've got 2 in there, and then we've got those above there. Oh, nearly there, nearly at the end of this section. And I can tell you, it is a hell of a lot quicker working on a conversion when you're not filming. It really is. Is that all of them? I think it is. Okay, so we'll do the F next, because we don't have as many of those. I'm going to change. So at the top, we had this on the live the other night. I used to make this mistake where I would put the looking glass on to look for the colour, and then I'd forget to hit the pen, so I couldn't mark them off. I don't do that anymore, mainly because I felt sorry for poor Leandri, who was taking a shot every time I forgot. You know, I don't want to encourage anyone to be a drinker. 3371. Lots and lots of these required in this painting. So we've got that one there, and we've got that one, and those 2. What has made me laugh is I have found a number of bags of drills for Diamond Art Club kits, and I have no freaking idea where they belong. So I have decided that I will put them in my spares somewhere. Yeah, and that one is as well, because then when I run out, I will check there first. And it's purely because I've kitted up into things that don't have extra storage, so it's got to be something that either I was kitted up in something where I had bags left over and I didn't have anywhere to put them, so potentially Elizabeth Ward or maybe Luna boxes, because usually if I do it in a storage case, I will just put the bags in a Ziploc case in the net bit, so I don't have any clue where these drills belong to. I'm sure I will discover the answer at some point. Dang, that's the downside to kitting up lots of kits. And I'm notoriously bad for kitting something up and putting stuff down, because I can't be bothered to get up and find something there and then, and I'll go, oh, I'll put it there and I'll put it away later, and then yeah, I absolutely forget what I have said and what I've put there. Never a good thing to be. It's just laziness. Okay, that one there, thank you very much. Oh, last 2 colours, so we'll do this one first. So what colour is this one? 907. So we're coming across with that band of green. I think 907 is a green. Yes, it is. And then we'll be finishing off with that last colour. So let's switch to a pen. 907. 2 different colours in this as well. Oh, which one am I going to use? I'm going to use that lighter colour, the less yellow one. Oh, actually, I think I did use the yellow colour last time, because that's what they look like. Right, so I know that all of this is this colour, so I can just fill it in. So as much as possible, trying to keep them the same colour. There may be the odd one or two that aren't, but most of the time right, so that bit's all done. That bit's done. Excellent, thank you. 2 there. 2 there. Just working my way through, because I know these all go along in this band across the bottom. So that makes the filling in. This is why I tend to leave the larger amounts till last, because, and especially on this canvas I found, because it is very much like Mandy Manzano would be. You have got, let's pour some more in there so I can pick these out a bit easier. That's better, because there's the 4 that I need. That one didn't want to leave. That one doesn't want to go in. Join the party, little drill. You do belong there. Lovely. There we go. So that's, and it just leaves this last colour, which is, oh, B5200. That's nice and easy. Put those back. I've given them a bit more of a shake, so they're a bit mixed up a bit more. Right, so B5200, obviously white, white, white. Always got plenty of these. Do you know what I mean? B5200s and 310s, always got plenty. I hate colour blocking with white. I know a lot of people don't like 310s. I actually prefer 310s. At least with 310s, everything is covered. But if you do not cover everything with white, it shows. It really does. This one. But nice, easy filling. So that's it from me today, guys. I do hope that if you are taking part, you are getting some done. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the update video. Really looking forward to that, because obviously I didn't get to do last week's. So very much looking forward to seeing how you're getting on and how you're all doing. Do not forget that we will be live. By we, I mean myself and Penny, and potentially I'm thinking about asking Kristyn this week. I think it depends what she's doing, because it's a different time zone there. But if we can get Kristyn on as well, that would be amazing, would it not? Be amazing. So don't forget that's going on. If you are taking part and you haven't yet posted your update figures onto the group, please make sure you do that before midnight on Sunday, GMT, because I will be getting the figures off first thing tomorrow morning to get the video filmed nice and early, because I've got orders and stuff to do, so I've got quite a bit to do tomorrow. And that drill is around. That is exactly why it wouldn't turn. Right, why does that look so funny? It was a round drill because yes, I do have round drills in my square 5/200s from when I made a boo-boo when I first started saving them. So let's get rid of that. I'm going to pick this up. She says, oh, I haven't got my pen on, that's why. There you go. What was I saying? Polyandry. There we go, that is done. So I have laid so far 9,000 drills, and I am at 7.17%, which is amazing. So pretty much one full row on this particular canvas is around 6%. So yeah, got a way to go, but that is it from me. I do hope you have a lovely rest of the day. I will be back tomorrow. Please keep drilling, and I will see you in the next one. It is, as always, over and out from this Kittingupkitten. Bye bye.